Probably hooked on a magnet somewhere. Is it on the ground? I don't see it. Oh. Oh, is this it? It is hooked on a magnet right there. There it is. Is that all? Is that all shop stuff? The stuff that's on my desk? Blue? Yeah. And believe it or not, I mean, I clean up a little bit before stream. It's not ever like really clean, but kind of clean before stream. There are different flavors of candy corn. I think I've had I want to say I've had like Skittles or Starburst or something really fruity candy corn, but I don't know if I've had any like serious candy corns that are different flavors. But I'm not like a big I'm not a big what's it called? Jelly bean. I don't really like jelly beans. So I think jelly beans are pretty similar. I mean, obviously they're different, but I don't know. I'm not a big fan of either, really. What's up, Darkest Nights? I lost out on doing any gaming this morning. My monitor after 30 minutes of being on. Decided to kill a quarter of the screen. Rip. Well, that's not good, Darkest Nights. I got my last monitor on Craigslist, so if you do decide to get a new one, maybe check that out there. And there's some people. I mean, they're not the best monitor, but it does okay. I've never tasted candy corn yet. Everyone says it sucks. I'm glad I'm not missing anything. Yeah, Blue, and it's like the traditional Halloween candy or whatever, right? But there's way better candies out there than candy corn. Oh, shoot. All right. I like the candy corn pumpkins the best. They aren't as waxy. Oh, I think I have had those, Mouse. But it's been a long time. Yeah, it's definitely like the waxy part of candy corns that I don't like. The pumpkins are creamier. Gummy bear. Yeah, I'm down for gummy bears, but wait, what are the beans? Jelly beans. Jelly beans, not so much. Gummy bears, yeah. Jelly beans, not so much. Pumpkin candy corn. Let me look these up real quick. I'm pretty sure I've had these before though. Wait, this is not them, right? Yeah, these right here. Okay, I do kind of like these, from what I remember, but it's been a while since I've had them. Autumn mix. Okay, actually, the brown and orange only. The brown and orange only candy corn is actually not as bad. Maybe it's the yellow, orange, and white that I don't really like. But definitely, I remember I think my grandma used to have the pumpkins. Oh, and that's it. Just the normal, the classic, the pumpkins, and the autumn mix, huh? Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you guys on that. All right. Well, that is them. We can let the glue on the back dry a little bit more. But that is going to be the bottle openers in both chrome and black. So we'll have these 6 available, and then I'll probably right now take off the hardware and oil these up, and then there'll be a few more. So got a new one already, 32-inch gaming, 165 hertz. 165 hertz? Dang, that's a lot. I think mine is just the 60 or something like that. It's definitely not a 120. Which I should. My hardware and my computer is capable of doing 120, but just haven't done it. Thanks, Walnut. Much as we talk about food or here, cooking or tasting segment, might cooking segment. I mean, I think we should. I think, you know, Mouse, we could bring on like Huntress and do some sort of like homesteading or gardening segment. Um, and yeah, somebody who really enjoys cooking or who's a chef or something like that. Maybe I know Mrs. Rando, Kit's awesome wife. I know she works in a restaurant, but I think she's a manager. But I mean, she's also really busy a lot of the time. Um, but that would be that is a good idea. And like, how do we maybe like recipes of the week or you know, something like I don't know, recipes we need to try, something like that. I think that's a pretty good idea, Mouse. I like that. I like that line of thought. Made by LG for MSI Gaming. Nice. Well, maybe I've already got 2 monitors, but Walnut could have my old one and I could get a new one, right? Darkest Nights. I could just get a new one that's meant if we're going to be doing serious gaming on the channel, we got to have a serious monitor too, right? So maybe I'll put it on a Christmas list or something, or a gift card to go towards that. We'll see. We will see. All right. So let's take off the bottle openers on these and then we'll finish them with oil. Have ourselves 2 more. You want yours mounted on the wall and not on your desk? Yeah, I mean they definitely make mounts for that Walnut, but you should. I mean, I think you're using 2 monitors right now, right? So, I mean, I think having 2 monitors for productivity is way better. I think you can get a lot more done, and like if you want to watch something, you can watch something on one screen and do work on the other screen, or if you need 2 screens to do work, I think it really helps out. So maybe we can look at getting you some sort of new setup. And then you have more desk space. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we both have pretty small desks, so we could both use all the desk space we can get. All right. Let's clean these off and then we will put some more oil on them. And we'll go back to the table saw and cut up some strips to make the wine bottle holders. Millie is just passed out back here. Doesn't want to move. Just like walking all around her. He's just like, yeah, this is where I go. Let me just make myself as big as possible so if you're not looking, you'll just trip right over me. I don't know. I don't know where Vince is. Yo, what's up, Mallet? We are working on some either wall mounted or refrigerator bottle openers. So we just got done finishing a couple of them, like this. So pretty simple, just some pieces of wood laminated together, and got the opening hardware on the front, and then magnets on the back. You're doing this too? Nice. Yeah, I feel like they're pretty good gift options. So, yeah, I'm hoping that at some of the markets and stuff that we go to soon, hopefully they will be viable gift options. So, are you CNCing out the back or anything, Mallet, or are you just doing everything by hand? I just did all those on a drill press, so I think next time maybe I'll look at CNCing them. But it was okay. It wasn't too bad. Wigglebutt is broken too. All right, Random Tinker, I got one on the house for you, bud. This bigger monitor, instead of viewing 8 streams at once, I can now view 16. Darkest Nights, you watch 16 streams at once? How in the world? Okay, okay, you may watch 16. How many do you keep the sound on at one time? Cause like I can keep the sound on maybe 2 or 3 at most, especially if one of them is just like super passive. I can keep the stream on. I can keep the sound on 3 of them. Camera 4. But anything over 2 typically is too much. So watching 16 at a time is impressive. Where are all the treats at? I think we ran out of the last bag. Oh, maybe there's. Oh, there's 2 more in here. Perfect. Fancy, you want a treat? CNC and resin design doing slots on the back. Nice. That's cool. Yeah, appreciate that, Mallet. I thought about doing some resin, like half wood, half resin, or doing some sort of design. But for this first run, we're just keeping it simple. So we'll see if we can do some fancier stuff in the future. All right, come on, guys. Come on. Sit. Stay. Stay. Random Tinker wants these pups to have some treats. Random Mouse wants these pups to have some treats. Anybody else? Look how good they're being. Look at them. They just want their treats, guys. And well, chat's got to help them out. It's so sad. It's so sad seeing these pups have to wait so long for the treats. Oh, it's terrible. Chat, you guys not have a heart. There's nobody else out there. Want to see these poor pups? Okay. All right. All right. Okay, okay, okay. Did you guys even taste those treats? I feel like those just went straight down. You just have that whole chicken ball in your stomach. Were you in there sleeping, bud? Looks like you were taking a nap. Yeah, you got sleepy eyes. Were you taking a nap? All right, you can go back. You can go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. Go inside. Camera 2.
Camera 2.
All right, good boy. What's up, Any Donut? Welcome in. Chewing is for suckers. Hey, I was watching you a little bit last night make some table saw sleds. Well, at least I saw you making one of them. So I hope that went well for you. So yeah, welcome in. Good to see you today. Thanks for the first time chat here. Dad did 2 tours in Germany. We had authentic gummy bears, snakes, pacifiers of all sizes, and had fireballs shipped from the U.S. And I've never had a cavity. All right, so you just got to stick with those, App State. Those are the safe ones. But all the other candies, those are sus. That's cool. I'm glad that they do that on bases, and like I know they'll have like McDonald's, or they'll have, American restaurants and stuff. Being able to, or being able to get that kind of stuff and feel a little bit at home at least. So Millie swallowed hers too. Yeah, they're wild. Struggling is the word. I mean, I've done it before too. It's definitely not easy. Yeah, I saw you trying to get your T slots right. I just made this super simple one. I didn't have a sled for a long time, and just made this simple one. Probably, I don't know, a month or 2 ago. But yeah, getting the runners right, it's definitely tough. So, but it looked like you were getting it. So hopefully you ended up with at least something that'll work. But yeah, I followed Steve Ramsey's plans for this. So I don't know exactly how accurate it is. I think I probably need to check it again after it's been in some use, but it's okay at least. I can view all 16 and 720p but can't stream. Who figures? Wow. I wonder if that's like a download versus upload thing. What would you stream if you could, Darkest Nights? Do you make Christmas gifts for your family? Yeah, we do. We do quite a bit typically. Blue Moon. It'll be, especially like if we have stuff that we don't necessarily want to sell, or if one is a little different. Like Like this one here, whenever we were prototyping those wine bottle holders, I think this is going to be our final design. But you can see this one here is a little chunky, and the hole is a little bit lower than the others. So something like this, we may finish up and just give it to one of our family members as a gift. So, and yeah, like walnuts, earrings, and stuff. She'll typically give those kind of things out as gifts to, to the moms or sisters-in-law and stuff. So, yeah, we typically are pretty good about giving out gifts and stuff, and we like it too. I mean, it's nice to be able to make something. And I mean, my whenever I was just at my parents' house last week, I was looking around, and I made them quite a bit of stuff over the years. But one of the things that I forgot about was a little pepper grinder. It's like a single hand pepper grinder, and it's got a little button at the top. And I made it out of some maple, curly maple. And I forgot that I had given that to him. I think I probably made that in 2000 and maybe Christmas of 2020. But it was kind of cool to see that still there. And he's got like a knife block that's a magnetized knife block that we put our last name in. And you can just like put the knives up there on the wall that I was looking at as well. And it, he uses it. He cooks a lot and uses it pretty much every day. So it's showing a little bit of wear, but it's kind of cool to see some of those products after they've been used for a while, right? We pretty much only see them when they're brand new, but after they're used for a while, it's kind of cool to see, how they age over time. I think the slots on my saw narrow at the far side. Yikes! That will definitely make that a lot more challenging. So that's tough. That's tough for sure. Hey, let me give you a shout out real quick. Let's see. Shout out Ned Donut. Do you have a stream schedule or anything, Ned, or you just kind of whenever you're available? But he was on last night working on his table saw, and again trying to make a table saw sled. And I was over there hanging out for a little bit. So yeah, go give him a follow if you guys aren't already. That'll definitely make it more challenging. Tuesday, Thursday, and at least one long weekend session. Awesome. Well, I will. I didn't chat last night, but I will be sure to say hi next time. And yeah, look forward to hopefully catching you on Thursday, tomorrow. 3D print and laser etch and game. Nice. I also do electronics for RC cars, planes, drones. Oh, cool. Cool. Oh, yeah. Seems like you would fit right into the community then. It's nice to have the skills to make nice gifts. I mean, like I said, Blue, sometimes they're prototypes. Sometimes they're, they've got a little ding or dent in them. Just stuff that we're not necessarily going to sell. But, I mean, we just gave my brother one of our nicer cutting boards. We had never gotten him a wedding present. And they got married last year. So we the one that we just went and visited, we brought him a cutting board and gave him one of those. So. Yeah, I do enjoy that kind of stuff, and like, again, it's nice to be able to actually give something that you made yourself, and that hopefully means a little bit more to the gift receiver as well. So, but yeah, I that definitely that little pepper grinder. I think I've got another kit. Let me check while that dries. I think I've got another kit to make those, but that kind of made me want to make another one. This is my random turning kits box here. Oh, I bought one to make a lighter. I think that's what that is. No, that's for a lamp. I may have bought a lighter. That's a shaving stand. Those are corkscrew kits. I think I made one of those for Chevy. Oh, here it is right here. Yeah, this one right here. So that's the pepper chamber there. So you got like the whole pepper in there. And then that's what I was talking about, the little plunger. So you've got to turn this main body here, and then you've got to turn the little piece for the plunger, and it's just one-handed operation, and it'll grind up the pepper. So yeah, I should maybe try and make another one of those. What is this? Oh, golf pencils. I don't think those are very good. I gave those to my brother one year for both of my brothers for Christmas, but they didn't work too well. And there was a lot of complaints online after I looked at them. There was a lot of complaints online about them not working very well, so I think those kits just aren't the highest quality. I've got a lot of money in kits and stuff up here. Probably need to use one day, but I'll just close that door for now. Back in the 80s in high school during my last year in school, I made a Robbie the robot I can control. Is about 3 foot tall. And most of the functions the TV robot did. Cool. Wow, I bet that was using very different electronics back then than what we're used to now, right? You weren't using a Raspberry Pi or an Arduino or anything. You're using some very basic transistors and stuff, right? So that's cool. I don't know. I don't know specifically what Robbie the robot is, but maybe that was a popular. It was a TV robot, or maybe that was a popular like robot kit or something. Just received a 50-piece ornament order. What do you have to make them with? Congrats on that though. That's awesome. Are they turned ornaments? Are they CNC'd? Are they lasered? Hopefully they're lasered and they're just super simple and you can just laser them out and finish them. But laser cut slate, awesome. I really like the look of the laser cut slate. Yeah, that's neat. Oh, laser cut states. Oh. So all 50 states you're gonna do? Just wood. Awesome. Well, I mean that's pretty quick and simple. It kind of sucks that they're all unique, but at least all the vectors are pretty clean, and you should be able to just import them all and get them going. So nice. That's a good order right there. At least they're not like all 50 custom names and fonts and all that stuff. So very good. Somebody's gonna have a Christmas tree full of states. Really into electronics when I was a kid. I had a few of those circuit board kid toys. Cool. Yeah, I surprisingly like even though I got an engineering degree, I did very, very little as a kid, like with electronics or anything like that. Wrench, what is up, my guy? How's it going, buddy? I think Wrench is saying, use these 100 bits to get some Osmo oil, you fool. Sorry, Wrench. I'm sorry to continue to let you down, my friend, but hope all is well. Thank you for always coming in and supporting the stream. I really do appreciate that, Wrench. Hope you're having a good day, buddy. Robbie first appeared on Forbidden Planet. That's another big error 404 as well, unfortunately. Yep, I was not born until 90, so I missed out. I missed out on the 80s toys and TV shows and stuff like the Flintstones and shows like that are about all I got. And that's even pretty sparse. They do sometimes do jigsaw puzzles that are laser cut like that. That would be a good idea. Now, how difficult would that be, App State? And especially if they just had the shapes of the states. Like, how many of y'all could just take the shapes of the states and put them all together? I mean, there's quite a few that have unique shapes, but I feel like the Midwest would be tough. Hey Tink, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day so far. Chemistry sets. I think there were like some pretty, okay, maybe not in the 80s, maybe it was before the 80s, but I'm pretty sure I've seen some like dangerous toys of the past or something. And they talk about like some of the old chemistry sets and what, some of them were pretty dangerous and being sold to kids. And I'm sure most kids, didn't mess around or get hurt too badly by them. But yeah, not maybe not the best safety standards back then. All right, so those are oiled now, so we can start getting ready for gluing up pieces for our wine bottle holders. So let's put these to the side now. We'll let that oil kind of soak in overnight. Come back and wipe them off tomorrow. Just came in from putting garland and lights on our low level of our house. Ooh, good. Already getting ready for Christmas, huh? I guess for y'all, like you were saying, before it gets too cold is a big deal because I don't want to be hanging lights when it's below freezing either. So I would probably just leave up Christmas lights year round. No longer do upper level the older we get. That's understandable too, Tink. You don't need to be up on those huge ladders. Yeah, no. Those big ladders and stuff, that scares me. My brother even said, and he's just got a one-story house, but I think it's got some like tall peaks or something. But he was saying that he was up on his ladder doing lights on the roof, and he was getting pretty sketched out by him. So yeah, we can't. We could probably, but I'm definitely not getting up on the roof and hanging lights. Like it would have to be done by a ladder, and still, I don't think I'm doing that. And a few of the dangerous ones, I even had one that came with uranium powder to make things glow in the dark. Wow. Yeah, I mean, like I think I think like mercury used to be one that people would just play with, right? And you could just like roll the molten mercury around in your hands, all that stuff. So yeah, what a time. Some friends got yard darts for Christmas. Hey, I mean, if you could responsibly play yard darts, I'm sure it was a fun game, but drinking and yard darts seem like a really bad idea. I'll just say that. And I'm sure that was frequently the case. Was that like old school cornhole or something? Is that when cornhole was invented? Was whenever they determined that yard darts were too dangerous? Too early for you, Blue? Yeah, I mean, I don't really get into the whole Christmas spirit thing in general. Some may call me Grinch or something. I'm not okay, I'm not that bad, but I just think Christmas is way overblown. And whatever. So I like Thanksgiving a lot because all you're expected to do is meet up with family and eat, and that's it. But Christmas has got a lot of stuff going on, always. So I I like Thanksgiving. I like other holidays a little better. You have tall letters, I'm sure. I love letters. Ladders are just a daily part of your are just a part of your daily chores, hunting. Well, you've got those like really tall the gardens in your backyard too. You've got those like really tall lattices. I think you had grapes growing, if I remember right, kind of through the lattices. So yeah, I'm sure that definitely requires a ladder, it would seem. I remember touching mercury as a kid, which explains a lot. Yeah, because then I'm pretty sure mercury it like penetrates your skin, right? And yeah, it's probably not good. I know there's such thing as mercury poisoning and all that, so that's tough. I grew up in the 60s and 70s and I still have my set of yard darts from back then. We can meet up and play some games. Yo, let's go, Blacksmith Pop. That would be awesome. I mean, yeah, I didn't like throw the javelin or anything like that in high school. They didn't let most people do that. So, yeah, let's do it, Blacksmith Pop. You'll have the fresh knees. They'll be nice and limber by then. It would be a good time. It is ladder needed indeed to pick the grapes. Yeah, I bet. I bet. I would probably even need one. Toss them around and open targets. Yeah, I don't actually know the point of yard darts. I'm guessing that yeah, I don't think it was a distance thing, right? It had to have been hit some sort of target, but that's been yeah, I never had the chance to play. Washers. I like those games though. I like washers, I like cornhole. I like all of those. All right, let's change the blade. Oh, come over here, camera. Love to see people excited about it, but Christmas is kind of stressful. I agree, Blue, right? It's you know, thankfully our families aren't like that like big on gifts and stuff, and we don't have oh man, we don't have like kids to worry about and all that, but um there definitely is a lot of stress just around the whole holiday and having to visit all your family and having to, give gifts to some of them. And I don't know, it's just a lot to worry about, right? You had to get the darts inside the hula hoop at the other end of the yard. Oh. Oh, well, I'm sure that people were standing like, on either side of the hula hoop too, right? And it was probably a fun game to try to dodge them or whatever until you didn't see that one coming from the left and it clipped you a little bit, right? Like click clacks, glass ball on the end of a string you smack together as fast as you can in front of your face. What? I haven't heard of that. Click clacks. I may need to look those up real quick. Yeah, we had like the toys from whenever I was a kid were like yo-yos. Those are pretty popular. I had like a pretty sick yo-yo that would, what was it called? Like the brain or something? That you could just throw it down and it would just spin if you got it just right. I'm curious if I had a yo-yo, if I would be able to actually, have it stay down and spin or like, or some of the tricks like walk the dog. Yo-yo tricks. I'm guessing kids don't really play with yo-yos anymore. Not as cool as iPads and all that. I'm curious what click clacks are now though. Had two rings like horseshoes. You set them so far apart and threw the darts and tried to get them in circles, which are about 18 inches in diameter. Oh wow, so not that big. So it's like cornhole or horseshoes with big metal spiked darts. Yeah, yeah, definitely. What could go wrong? Click clacks. Oh, okay. So they still make them. I kind of want to see them in action though. Here we go. Clackers original 1970s ball toy. Maybe we'll have to watch one on yard darts here too. We had those clackers too, but they were plastic. Interesting. Oh. Oh, that's kind of cool. They just pop back and forth. Interesting. Momo raid. Momo raid. What's up, Momo? I did not see you streaming before I got on, so how is it going? How was the stream? There were fidget spinners of the day. Ah, I see. I see. Let me look at that video too, Tink, here in just a second. Oh, that was the same video. Nice, nice. You tie, Momo? That's okay. I was looking for you this morning, wondering if you were gonna do a little morning stream, but I know you still haven't been feeling well, so how was the stream today? What was going on? What was going on, Slothurtle? Welcome in. Welcome in from the Momo stream. Hope you're doing well today. Until they smacked you in the arm or other body parts. Oh yeah, I'm sure the glass did not feel that great, especially when you got them going fast, right? So, but Momo, I'm glad at least you tried to stream. Were you up doing some lasering today? Or were you doing some resin or other things? What was going on over there? And if y'all aren't following Momo Crafting, give her a follow. Best mod here, of course, always so supportive of us. So on the slim chance that any of y'all are not, Momo is best Mo, so go give her a follow for sure. She's been doing a lot of streaming. Slot Turtle, thank you for that. Thank you for the follow here as well. You and Momo started about the same time. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. If y'all are just joining though, we just got done finishing some of these bottle openers and putting the hardware on them. And we're going to be doing similar style for these wine bottle holders. Kind of like this one here, this floating wine bottle holder. So we're going to cut up some pieces right now and we'll glue them together and make something similar to this here. So yeah, welcome in guys. UX, what's up buddy? Good to see you until they smash with glass shards flying everywhere. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about them shattering. We're talking about like retro. This camera is so zoomed in. We're talking about retro games. I don't know how we got on this topic, but we're talking about like yard darts and clackers. I don't know. Let's watch a quick video on yard darts because now I'm really curious. I'm really curious to see how it's played. Okay, I don't actually want to like. Wait, they look like that? Oh, those are maybe something else. These seem like the newer ones that are maybe safer. Okay, we'll hydrate. We'll hydrate. Thank you.
This isn't child's play,
Here's
according to the Food and Drug Administration.
Authentic.
The game is called lawn darts.
Oh,
and is
dang.
being exempted from a proposed ban by the FDA. The proposed regulations,
What's up, LiDAR?
perhaps to be finalized by the end of the week, would cause this game to be relabeled and sold only in sporting goods stores. The lawn darts manufacturer, RB Jarts of South Glen Falls, New York, argued against complaints in insisting that the lawn darts are not intended for young children. 2 deaths and a couple of other injuries to children are listed
She
as a
isn't even
result
doing it
of
right.
the game. A 4-year-old North Dakota child was killed while playing in a sandbox next to the lawn dart game.
Hey.
A 9-year-old Minnesota girl was reportedly killed at a picnic. The
Killed?
FDA list also said one child lost an eye and another required brain surgery after being hit in the skull. The ban of this toy only to sporting goods stores would presumably help make the point that it is not safe for children. The FDA proposed ban is part of the regulations being developed under the authority of the Toy Protection Act of 1969.
So this was like a big controversy at the time. It was like, oh, they're banning lawn darts. Is that whenever the world got soft is after they banned lawn darts. That's crazy that kids were actually dying. I guess it makes sense, but I heard of that happening but never got hurt. Wow. Yeah, I didn't realize they were that small though. I was like, I mean, I guess they're darts, not javelins, but I'm guessing she did not really play that much. She was just demonstrating for the camera. But yeah, I was not imagining these. I was imagining much longer like spears. But yeah, those could definitely easily get lost. All right, let me catch up on chat. Wired microphones, right? Man, it was a different time. What a different time this whole scene is right there. Pretty funny. Let's play. Sounds like fun. I'm down, Blacksmith Pop. Let's go. Let's go. I'm still down to play, even though there might be a little bit of risk involved. I'm still in. I played them as a kid too, Bender. Nice. Natural selection, but what about for the kid that was just helplessly playing, you know, in the sandbox next to the game? It was the drunk adults playing, but it was the kid who got hurt, so I don't know. Let's do some like 3/4 inch strips. Again, we're gonna be making these. I think these here are like what are they, like 3.5 inches wide, something like that. Yeah, about 3.5 inches wide. So I think 1/2 inch to 1 inch strips would look good. So we'll just cut up a bunch of those, and again, very similar to the bottle openers that we just made. I think these were all probably 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, and 1 inch strips. So we'll probably stick to kind of the same style. Don't even look dangerous? Yeah, I think it's probably just, well, you know, people like chunking them like darts. And I mean, okay, whenever I play beer pong, a lot of people in beer pong, you know, a lot of people have like big arching shots or whatever. But I throw the lasers, and that's probably what I would do with the darts too. So you gotta put some speed on them, get them to stick in the ground, right? So many science lessons in one game. That's how they used to teach kids about science, right? LiDAR and physics and all that stuff. So definitely makes sense. Let's brighten up this camera just a little bit. Go. Don't understand banning things like this. Anything can be used incorrectly. It's about information and supervision. Yeah, probably so, but I don't know. I don't know. It's a tough. Oh, actually, I want to go to the jointer first. It's a tough call. Let's go joint these little boards, and I actually don't feel great about joining these thin boards, but we're gonna try it anyways. Oh, you toss them underhanded. Oh. Kinda granny shot style, huh? Seemed to be popular in the days with the free throws shot from underhanded, right? We would run passes they were thrown to see who could and couldn't make it. Just don't put yourself in front of the person throwing the darts. It's true. All right, that's fair. I'm being too soft. I'm just a millennial, you know. Cousin was very lucky when he was hit in the head. All that's left was a little divot where the dart hit him and then fell to the ground. Jeez. Darts at the bar with drunk people is still okay. Yeah, that's true. That's true. The little darts. I just got done playing some drunk darts, actually, with my brothers. So, but it's fine. I mean, I'm pretty sure didn't on Jackass didn't they do that? Pretty sure on Jackass somebody got a dart stuck in him. All right, so these boards are only like, I don't know, 1.5 inches wide. So we're gonna really have to, I'm probably gonna have to use my fingers the whole way through and no pad. And we're gonna have to be a little careful on these. So let's hope for the best. No no accidents, right? We play just as the sun went down, people would throw them up into the air in the yard, and you have to not die. Playing jackpot with yard darts, LiDAR. just throwing them straight up in the air and seeing who can dodge them. And the real trick was on a windy day when the dart was flying all over the place. Yes, Focus Blue. That's right. Never seen Jackass? Yeah, probably not the best high quality entertainment, but it is funny. I find it funny at least. All right, so we're going through. I think I got this, right? I think I got this. Momo, OMG. Yeah, Momo, that was a different time. Playing Russian roulette with the darts? Yeah, exactly. uh, I think ideally, I guess we should rip that. We put that on the table saw. Momo, did you get some medicine from the doctor today? I got some tip out at the end. Why? Gonna call that crap on that end. Number 3.
Camera 3.
I was obsessed with Jackass a while back. Mama, I think I've watched all the shows. I've watched most of the movies. I don't think all of the movies, but I've definitely watched most of them. So yeah, I enjoy Jackass quite a bit too. Again, questionable entertainment. I get why it's not for everybody, but I watched quite a bit of it too. I'm not gonna lie, and it was funny. I found it hilarious. We also played PB Gun and Pellet Gun Wars, Darkest Nights. I think my dad used to do that too. My dad grew up in a pretty small town, and they would. He's told me stories about doing the same. Let me go reset my dust collector real quick. Right there. What's up, Bartlett? Yeah, we got the saw stop probably early this year, I would guess. Maybe in January. Probably February or March, I would guess. So yeah, it was a very nice addition to the shop. So how you doing, Bartlett? Did have a few problems with it. The brake triggered falsely, and that was a whole fiasco, but other than that, it's been a great tool. So much fun. I think it's what made the rush so much. I mean, true. I get that too, and it's, as the saying goes, it's all fun and games until someone gets hurt, right? So you're ready in 20 to 30 minutes. Good. Good. It was a binge watch show. Yeah, I mean, it just used to come on. It used to come on MTV like all the time, especially late at night, right? So yeah, I don't know. I just, those guys just cracked me up. All right, so we jointed the right side of this board. And now we are using the table saw to make the two edges parallel. All right? Is this the same? This is your ripping blade here, Momo. So now the two edges, we flattened one side with a jointer. We made the other side parallel with the table saw. So these two sides should both be straight and parallel to each other, right? So the idea, at least. Some play more with the BB gun and the plastic BBs just had to wear eye protection. Yeah, Mouse, we did that too with the airsoft, right? We used to have the airsoft guns as well, and those were a lot of fun. I enjoyed playing with the airsoft guns, but probably nothing quite like the real thing. I liked airsoft better than paintball, though. Paintball wasn't. I didn't find much joy in paintball. I'm not gonna lie. First hubby is a police officer, and we were on a police paintball league. Now there is some pain. Yeah, I agree. You get pelted with some paintballs, especially with people who had good guns. Yeah, that was a little too much for me. I was not really into that. It was fun, but you get hit in the wrong spot or get hit in the face. Yeah. Became a lot less fun after that. I ripped Teddy Shred. Still BBs and lead pellets. I wore glasses and still do, but we all had protection for thick. Yeah. All you had for protection was thick clothes. Yeah. Brother still has a BB in his belly. You can see where he was hit one day trying to dive for cover. Wow. Yeah, there's probably a lot of people with the same story, I'm guessing, right? Seems it may have just bad congestion, but no infection. Fortunately, good. But it sucks and it hurts, yeah. Well, not good about that, but no infection is good because I don't like being on antibiotics and all that. So. Hopefully, you can get some relief with some simple drugs, though. Yeah, we'll leave that. That's fine. Paintball was a blast in college. I played in high school some, but that was about it. Pump-powered pellet rifle and CO2-powered BB gun. He was like 8, so plastic's older. Yeah, for sure. Remember tossing a hunting knife in the front in the feet of your buddy and see you could get the closest without hitting boots? What? Oh my goodness. Not sketchy at all. So it sounds like we all could have had at least one or two jackass stunts in our lives. That's what it's sounding like to me. Maybe Jackass wasn't the trailblazers that we all thought they were. He was the play in the fall when you could layer up. That's true. That's true, Ned. Yeah, the summer here in Texas, I was definitely trying not to layer up. But yeah, you're right. That's a good point. Used to work at a paintball field way back in the day. Still had the Nell spot and the Sheridan pistols that were slight modifications. One with hydro. Huh. Interesting, Mecca. Good to see you as well. Nice. Nice to see you streaming this morning. Getting back healthy, Mecca. I know you weren't feeling good for a little bit, so. Yeah, I never got too into it. I think like the only paintball gun that I remember that my friends used to have was like the Tipman 98. I don't know why I still remember that, but the Tipman was a popular one. And then I don't know if I remember any of the others. That's cool. That's cool that the pistols. I don't think I saw too many of the pistols either. They're crushed a little bit. Not for a good paintball game. Wish they still had a field. Seen a few around Austin. Got a guy running full tilt for our flag just below the crown jewels. He folded like yesterday's laundry. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that is rough. Sure, he was not feeling well the next day. Good. I didn't adjust the hold please. They're all black and blue the next day after paintball. I didn't enjoy that too much. Have we just poured me a drink? Let's see what ideas come up with Elf on a Shelf. Think, have you thought about your ornament yet? We were talking a little bit earlier. It's getting close. Getting close to that time. I think it's 3 weeks away from today. So yeah, we gotta get going. Wasn't feeling way too scared of everything to even consider having a jackass moment, Blue. I mean I was pretty cautious too, Blue. I wasn't a huge risk taker, especially compared to like some of my friends. So Mecca, we did swap out for the rip cut blade today, so We did the right thing starting out today. Let's do one more. This is Ashwood here. Family and kids could have made a whole year of Jackass shows. You guys do the stunts, I'll watch. That's typically how I was too, Blue. Like a lot of my friends would skateboard and like do sketchy things on a skateboard, and I was like, no, not really for me. But I'll definitely watch you guys do it. And if it was at a time where I had a phone, I'll film it. But that's a hard pass for me on actually doing it. I was too much of a scaredy cat. All right, so go to 3/4 of an inch. I'll be late for hunting Friday, so while he's gone, I can work on my ornament. Good. Good. I hope you're able to. Tink. I know I'm doing myself a favor. I mean, it really is a big difference between the combination blade and the rip cutting blade. And while blade changes are a minor inconvenience, they're worth it. If not more, we all spent a good time in the ER from all the crap we used to pull. Kids have an amazing way of not getting hurt, and if they do get hurt, somehow healing up quickly, right? I feel like the older you get, the more that, well, you're cautious to try not to hurt your body. Although I still do things. I still drink too much on occasions or do things that hurt my body. But I'm a little smarter about it. At least I drink a little bit of water these days while I'm drinking, rather than no water and just shots like I used to do back in the day. You know? I'm at least 1% smarter now. Nice piece of walnut right here. Put myself with an X-Acto. Cleaning up a print? Oh no. That's not good. Yeah, those X-Acto knives and razor blades can get away from you quick. Oh, this seems a little, maybe with that figuring, got a little warp to it. A little internal tension, I mean. That'll be good. We'll do those 1 inch. I haven't done any red oak. Oh, all right, let's do that. No water in scotch? Scotch has water in it? Sometimes I will do good water and whiskey. I'm not much of a scotch drinker, but yeah, we used to make the same observation back in the day. Whenever we would drink whiskey, it would have some water in it, and clearly that meant we were hydrating. It's like sledding, you bounce when you hit a big jump and when you land with a crunch. The day you turn into an adult, yeah. Yes. Yeah, we didn't do too much. We would, like, whenever we would get just a little bit of snow, we would try to sled. But I can imagine that many injuries occurred as a result of people too old to be sledding. Well, the other thing is too, Mouse, right? The older you get, typically the more you weigh. at least, you know, from a kid to an adult. And obviously you're going to get a lot more momentum going down the hill. So I can imagine. I mean, it's like skiing and stuff, right? Some people have a ton of confidence to go out and ski, and you get going down a hill too fast. My brother, when he was probably like, I don't know, 8, we were on a ski trip, and I was a couple years older than him, so he was trying to keep up with us, you know, me and my friends, and got going a little too fast, and luckily he just hit a hay bale, but it was one of the hay bales like covering up the fake snow blowers or whatever, the ones that would create the artificial snow. And he hit it hard and got knocked out and had to get carted down by the, you know, the little ski patrol people. So, yeah, he got a little brain damage from that probably. Thank God they didn't have big trampolines when I was growing up, just bounce houses. Yeah, we were actually talking about that. Walnut and I were talking about trampolines recently. Oops. And asking if kids still had trampolines. She was talking about the stuff that she did, like, you know, jump off the roof onto the trampoline or jump, you know, off the roof onto the trampoline and then into the pool and stuff like that. So my friend had a trampoline and we would, you know, like jump out of a tree onto it, but nothing too crazy. And of course, you play the game where you try to see how high you can bounce somebody else, but that's all. That's all standard stuff. All right. That's good. That's going to be a lot of these, so I may just stop. We may just roll with 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch strips. I don't think we even need any 1 inch. So yeah, that's going to be a lot of these wine holders. So y'all are just joining. We have so far today we finished up with some of our bottle openers, right? And it's got a lot of sawdust on them. Not the best part, or probably not the best place for them. But we just finished up with some of these bottle openers that we oiled yesterday. So we glued in the magnets and put on the bottle opener hardware. Right? I just got done with these, and then we'll make a few more of these. Or we'll do a glue up for the floating wine bottle holder right now. Trampolines are so popular here. It's like every other yard has one, but they all have the netting around them. That's true. At least they do have the netting. And because like the worst injuries, I think, came from like in between the springs. Whenever your foot would like accidentally go through the spring, and that would be a really bad injury. I mean, obviously, getting too much air and jumping off the trampoline was bad too. But yeah, I remember, you know, we never had nets. I don't think. I don't remember any friends having nets on the trampolines back then. But yeah, the leg going through the springs was a bad one. My fingies aren't finging well tonight. That's what she said, says Blue Moon. Oh my goodness, y'all crack me up. All right. Let's get ready for a glue up. We would have rock fights with the German kids outside of the base at a place we named Hitler's Hideout. The second time Dad caught me, I got the belt and never got in another rock fight again. Yeah, the belt was a great tool for deterring future activities. My parents typically used a wooden spoon instead, I don't think I ever got whipped with a belt, but one of my friends used to get the belt, and yeah, that was not great. Never a great experience to see somebody get that, but it did teach some hard lessons, like that classic Simpsons episode. Mecca, unfortunately, The Simpsons. I don't know why my parents hated The Simpsons so much, but like, I feel like they hated The Simpsons with a passion. And so like, it would always come on while we were at dinner, and they would just always yell at us to turn it off. So any Simpsons content is going to be a big error for '04 for me, but I respect it. I do think it probably had a like I've seen a lot of things where the Simpsons predicted, X and Y were gonna happen, and I know it had like a lot of classic moments, but not moments that I was a part of, unfortunately. Do we need a shot belt for you when you need to clean properly? No. No, Daddy LiDAR, no. No, not the belt. Probably though. That's probably the only way I'm ever gonna learn. Don't think our neighbor likes their kids, no nets, and the jump from the playground equipment onto the trampoline. And they jump from the playground. Oh, I mean, kids are gonna be kids at some level, huh? Belts, wood spoons, big paddle was all the same to me and my brothers. They didn't bother us? Dang. But you acted like they bothered you, right? That's the key. I think as you got older, is you started to learn that you needed to make a reaction, because if you didn't, then they would just want to pop you harder, right? And that was a problem too. Let me come back here and move this camera back a little bit. Hold on one sec. It's probably gonna be a Big Daddy glue up, so let's try and make sure we get it all in frame. The trampoline episode of The Simpsons. It's worth watching. All right, let me write it. I'm gonna write it down, Mecca. See if we can find it on I don't know, one of the streaming services. Walnut, get the belt. No, Walnut's not here today. She's out doing some work, so we got, well, she's gonna be home eventually, but we got most of the night to ourselves, so we can talk as much trash as we want. What am I gonna do, Blue? Bad things. Belt worthy things around here. Right now, what we're about to do, though, if that's what you're asking, is we're about to glue all of these pieces of wood that I just cut up together, and that's how we're going to get this design. So, all the different strips of wood we'll glue together right now, and then we'll come back tomorrow and try to cut them up and get them into these wine bottle holders. So, season 5, episode 7. All right. Thanks for looking it up. Let's try and make it happen. Belt-worthy things, Blue. We've been hurt so many times from the pain, and getting a spanking was nothing. What got us was doing without something you really wanted. Yeah, you gotta, every kid is gonna be a little different, right, on what affects them. You start taking away the TV or the video games and stuff like that. Yeah, that'll do it. Max used to put on multiple layers of underwear and go do things he would get in trouble for, like eating all the cookies. That's smart. That's real smart. Yep. That's I mean, we used to get SWATs in like middle school, right? I mean, I never really, I think I got called into the office once for something, but the coach had mercy on me and just hit the chair instead. But Yeah, there was definitely a lot of swats going around, and I know people would do that too. They would layer up before they knew they had to go get some. Try to put on more underwear or do stuff like that. So need some walnut in here. Bottle holders, openers. It's real confusing around here, Blue. We got too much stuff going on. But yeah, we're gonna glue up all these strips. So we've got ash. We've got ashwood, cherry, walnut, red oak, and that's it. I think on these. On the others, I had purple heart and maple. Oh, I didn't even put any maple in these. Kind of forgot about maple. No, that's fine. We'll just work with what we got. I've already got probably too many strips cut up right now. What do we need? That was just walnut, cherry. Let's do a red oak. Distracting me with the belt talk. Yeah. Gotta watch out for that belt. That was the doozy. Even getting grounded wasn't a thing, as you could get out of it. That we didn't watch much TV. Wasn't much. That wasn't a rerun. Original Star Trek series over 1,000 times. That's wild. Guess I was a little more spoiled growing up in the 90s and stuff, that there was more options. Mom got taught by nuns at school that would hit them in the hands with rulers, so she tried to parent us with incentives to make good choices. Wow. Yeah, that's it's hard. It's hard to know like what the right thing is, and obviously we don't have kids, so I don't know exactly what is necessary to, like, make a kid understand what is right and wrong. I would hope that I would just be able to explain and, like you said, give incentives for doing good things rather than punishing bad activity, or bad behavior. But I also feel like with my dogs, a little healthy respect of them knowing whenever I say no, that I mean to stop doing whatever it is that they're doing. I think that's good too, right? There's a playful no, like, kind of stop, but the mean voice has got to have a little bit of bite behind it, right? Thing chipped out a lot on that. Never got belts or spoons, fortunately. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder, like, I'm sure there's some sort of statistics on that, on what the most common type of punishment was, but curious. I'm guessing that trend has probably gone down over time, but I mean, back in the day, you used to be able, I mean, we could get SWATs both in sports and just in general at the middle school, right? I don't remember at an elementary school or high school, but definitely our middle school. And I grew up in like a relatively small East Texas town, so that probably had something to do with it, but definitely the middle school, you could get SWATs for going to the principal and stuff like that. So yeah, it was pretty serious, and not something you could really avoid if you got in trouble at school. I start figuring out, because kids don't come with books, just books people tell you to tell you what is right, and then you mess your kid up from reading those books. Yeah, I don't know what our plan is right now. I've got a lot of learning outside of kids that we need to figure out before that time, but I guess on one hand, you never really know when that time may come either. Put this one here. I'm gonna slide this one in, maybe right here. Maybe right at the beginning. Still get punished a lot. Still got punished a lot. The psychological terror was worse than the beatings. Like the reward approach and gentle parenting trend I've been seeing recently. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely, physical abuse is one, or physical, not abuse, but physical. Well, I guess whatever. That's one thing, but yeah, people can play mind games that are just as effective, if not more effective, right? So I can definitely see that side of it too. All right, so we're gonna lay all these on their side, and then we'll glue them up. Swap out one of these. This camera still zoomed in from yesterday? Oh, that's what it is. Okay. There we go. Don't worry about it too much, boy. Too soon? Yeah, probably. Probably. I don't, I mean, kids are a lot of money. They're a lot of time. And a lot of responsibility too, right? So I like the idea maybe of them, but it's probably not something that we're really looking to get into for a while, so I don't know. I like the idea of adopting as well, but that's got its own issues and stuff, and I don't know what the future will hold for us. What's going on, Tom? Welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday so far. But yeah, I mean, it's just it's a I don't want to I don't want to have an unplanned kid and like not be ready for it. And I guess you get 9 months to get ready for it. And I'm sure some would argue that you're never really ready for it, but it's a big I take it as a big responsibility and a big thing that you should be prepared for rather than kind of haphazardly going into it. But again, I'm sure everybody's got their own thoughts on it. Okay, one of the problems when I'm doing this glue up and what happened to the bottle openers is these boards, the more flat you can get them across, the more flat, every board is, because they all should be about 3/4 of an inch thick. The more flat they are, the more thickness you keep at the end, right? And thickness is something that I need on this board because the thicker they are, the better chance that they have of balancing, right? The easier they are to balance. So I really need to make sure that these are very flat. So one of the things I can do is use hulls or strips of wood to clamp together and try to flatten them out. So I think I'll do that. But what I might do is rip down some 2x4s and or maybe a 2x6, I think is what I had, right? Where is that? Did I put it over here? Maybe. Where did I just had it. I just looked for it before stream and I was ready. I was ready to go with it. Did I put it back under? Who hit it? Who did it? I need names right now. Or maybe we will just we'll just use what we got. How did I lose that? That's a big board. All right, I'll just go with what we got instead. That's fine. These are just a little thin is the problem. This is 1/2 inch plywood, so not the best. Never prepared to be a parent. Yeah, I can definitely see that for sure. It's just every kid is different, right? And all have their unique needs and all that stuff. So yeah, I can imagine that it is quite the challenge that you just don't know what to expect. Get paid for being a parent, Boyd. Be a foster parent? Maybe. I mean, I don't know what exactly is going to happen, but I mean, I do. Like I said, I do like the idea of giving a home and giving a kid who may not otherwise have the opportunity to have, what a somewhat normal life, trying to help them out. I do like the idea of that. I just don't know if that's really something we can do, I need some packing tape. These calls, where did all my other calls go? These suck. These are short. Is this really all I've got? Okay, maybe this is all I've got. Let me go get some packing tape real quick. Hold on. Because I need the packing tape so the glue doesn't stick to the to those boards. I've made that mistake before. What's up, Vince? You guys sleeping in here? You guys sleeping on the job? Three, 18, 15, and 7, still not ready for it. Wow. Wow, you've been through it all then. And yeah, 18. That's a big achievement to get him to 18. Yeah, that's a big deal. 4 is a lot. You can plan for 1, but when you find out twins are coming, it's a whole new game. That too, Tink. That is crazy. Yeah, I used to know. I mean, my cousin, some of my cousins have twins, but I used to know a guy who had triplets and worked at the same job I used to work at, and he seriously looked like the most tired person that I've ever seen every single day, and like would still be, in good spirits about it, but the tiredness behind his eyes was just, it was painful to see. So yeah, triplets just seem like a whole new ball game. Twins too. Twins is tough. Other has kids from another marriage, and mine are from a marriage, all grown up and doing very well for themselves. Nice, nice, Darkest Nights. Tom said, "Crappy day. CNC blew a bearing and twisted the crap out of itself." What? Guess the CNC is taking a mini vacation. Yikes. That's not good. Yeah, I don't monitor my CNC as much as I probably should. So, yeah, if something ever breaks on mine, I mean, I watch like sketchy cuts, but on cuts that I've done 100 times, I'll typically start them and go inside. It's probably not good practice, but yeah, it does happen sometimes. Fostering is rewarding and stressful. You also don't get paid. It covers their living expenses. Yeah, I mean, just the cost of having a kid, right? And everything that goes into it. I mean, food and all that stuff is a small thing, right? It's school supplies. It's if you ever go anywhere, you got to take them with you, and all the food and stuff and that goes with that, clothes. It's a lot. Whatever, these calls will be fine. Kind of need to let me scrape some of that off real quick though. Kids are better rented from family. Play with them, sugar dose them up, send them home for nap time. Tom, we've been enjoying that. We've got a 1-year-old nephew right now that we get to go see, and he's a super cute guy. Just always having a good time. So, and whenever he's got a dirty diaper though, we just hand him to the parents, and they go take care of him. So that's the beauty of that. Oh, he's got a poopy diaper. Here you go. You guys have fun with that. Depends on how you use that money and how rewarding fostering is. Yeah. Yeah, and like definitely I think the reward of it, I can see that there's a lot to that. Like I said, I think giving a kid a chance to have a somewhat normal life when they would otherwise be in a foster home or something like that is a great thought. Is fostering though, you're just keeping kids for a short time until they find a permanent home? Is that typically what's happening? And so it's not like adopting where you get a 5-year-old and you keep them until they're 18, right? It's more short term, I think. What's up, TW? Welcome in. Happy Wednesday to you. We're just talking a little bit about kids and all that stuff, TW, so I'm sure you've got a little insight on all that. What's up, Go? Welcome back today. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us again. Oh, I've got a dust collection hose right above this, or a pipe, and it just dropped some sawdust on these. Let me get some clamps and we'll be ready to go. We're working on bottle openers and wine bottle holders today, so we're doing a glue up right now for some more wine bottle holders. Imagine that you're gonna have one and it's 3. I know, Blue, and I mean that's tough. You're just in a situation. I mean, there's no way just you and your wife can watch 3 kids. Like, I feel like at that point you've got to have family help. And they've got to be like committed family help, right? In front of the act of the parent, don't treat foster kid. Yeah, I think that's probably good. I'll change the 1 or 2 diaper. Good reminder why I don't have kids. All right, that's a good point, Tom. Maybe that's a better way of looking at it. No. I'm still good. I'm still good on the diaper changes. Yeah. I don't need all that. That is a funny perspective, though. My boyfriend recently became an uncle too, and that's exactly what we do. Just return to sender when he's bothering us. That's right. I mean, we were left with one of our nephews, I guess, once for like a few hours, and he's a little older. He was probably, I think he's like 4 or 5. But yeah, it was kind of weird being responsible for a kid for that long, and I don't know, it was just weird to think about if you had to deal with that every single day. It's a lot of energy, a lot of catering to his needs, I guess. Return to sender. Anymore, it's short term because the parents aren't doing things right and they have to pass the class. Oh, I see. Let's get a little paper towel for this. Well, we're at the work. Colton's birthday is tomorrow. Y'all doing anything, TW? Y'all having a party or anything? Or maybe just having a little cake and making it a special day? But I like how I like your theory, at least what I know of it, TW, of how you raise your kids. I like the farm life. I like the schooling and stuff that you do, so I think they're getting a pretty good life growing up. Okay. Now, last time I did this, it was a lot of panic, but I also was not as ready as I am right now. So let's get a little hype, and let's try and do this glue up without screwing it up. Okay, I think we got this. Fewer pieces this time. But we really need these to be flat. I need all this thickness, so let's see. It just hit 50 and have 4 grandchildren ranging from a few weeks old to 13 years old. Well, that's a fun part of it too. I guess is to have grandkids and all that, so I can see that. I'm feeling old thinking about that. I know, Blue. It's crazy that we have these discussions now. these adult discussions. Like, what happened to the days of just worrying about, I don't know, what kind of clothes to wear and what you were gonna do with your friends later, and I don't know, all that fun stuff. Talking about kids and serious things. Man, why you got so many bubbles in you? Come out clean. Come out clean. Seriously, Gluebot, what's wrong? Why you spit spattering everywhere? Hey, what's up, Chris? Not quite 30 and have 5 nieces and nephews? Wow. Well, you must have, you must be the older ones. Wait, you must be younger ones in your family, right? We're also kind of the younger ones, and I've got a lot of second cousins. That's what I've got a lot of. And they were kind of like nieces and nephews growing up, so. Okay, I'm not going to be able to read chat as much during this glue up, so I'll catch up in a second. I know we're the only grandchild on both my wife's side. Very few weekends we get to ourselves anymore. I bet. Yeah. That's just the whole responsibility, right? And then you get your siblings, they have kids, and get to watch them for a while. It's a lot going on. Glue, 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 glue. There's always be one grandparent or the other around. Yeah, but that's good. Like, I think it's cool that when grandparents get involved in their grandkids' lives and, you know, try to help out. Because I mean, they went through it all. They may be a little bit older now and, not have as much energy or patience or whatever, but it's cool that I like to see when grandparents get involved. I'll always remember my grandparents and what we used to do with them growing up, so. Thanks, Mouse. I'll hydrate after we get done here. We can't stop now. The channel point redeems are not working today for some reason. Twitch doesn't think I'm live, so we're incognito streaming today. Got here a little late. Will you cut this larger piece? Yes, exactly, Go. I'll show you. So if you saw the wine or the bottle openers that we were working on yesterday, this is going to be a very similar design, but these are actually going to be floating wine bottle holders. So we made a prototype last week, and based on that, I'm going to glue all these pieces together and cut them all down. So it's just easier to glue them all up at once, right? To do this one big glue up rather than a bunch of small ones. It just saves a bunch of time and just allows me to probably get, I don't know, maybe like 15 out of this, 15 of the wine bottle holders. So we'll come back tomorrow and we'll plane them down, cut them into their proper sizes, and then we'll have a bunch. And this design should really be easy. We should be able to batch out these a lot. What up, kids? What's up, my friend? Happy Wednesday. Welcome in. Where the next lot of beer money is going to come from. You doing some 3D printing or helping your friends, Tom? Sorry, I know I'm missing chat, but I gotta go fast. Bali Bali, as the Koreans say. Or else this glue is gonna dry on me, so we'll get back to chatting here in just a second. You have to keep track of all the nieces and nephews anymore. It happens in large families. Yeah, I'm sure. I have a hard time keeping track, especially now with Walnut. Walnut's got 2 split families. So she's got, stepdad's side that's got a pretty big family, and then stepmom's side that's got a pretty big family. So yeah, that's a lot to keep up with just in that. Boy's not live already on the internet, so it must be true. Yes, exactly. It's this is a pre-recorded stream. I just kind of like Tupac, right? I just predict the future of what you all are gonna say, and this is just a good guess of what y'all are all gonna say. See my parents almost every weekend from around May through mid-October, as their cabin is across the street. Ooh, nice. That's nice to have a little second house, a little cabin for when things get too cold or whatever, right? That's the dream, is to have 2 houses, one for the summer and one for the winter. I mean, especially with Airbnb now, and you can just kind of rent it out. I mean, ideally, you wouldn't have to Airbnb it, and you could just you could just have it just for you. But if you needed to make a little income through it, Airbnb is a good way to keep it running, I guess. And I mean, things that sit vacant for 6 months don't always hold up well either. Nice, Momo. Take that medicine. Get feeling better. And it's just really nothing better than having some medicine in your system and knowing that hopefully in like another hour you're gonna be feeling a lot better. So I hate like headaches and stuff like that, but nice to have. Too predictable at this point, right, Blue? I've known a lot of y'all for a long time at this point, so pretty much have every stream just scripted out exactly what y'all are gonna say and do. Kind of crazy though, for real, how much time we've spent together in many cases, right? I mean, especially some of us that go back like 2 years at this point. Many, many hours for sure. Dozens of hours. Hundreds of hours in some cases. Y'all want to do watch time, exclamation mark watch time, just the amount of time you guys spend in this stream, not counting every other stream, right? Try a little exclamation mark watch time, and while I'm not really able to read chat, you guys can see how much time you've wasted. I mean, how much time you've spent hanging out in the stream, you know? Who's subbing right now? What's happening? Tatum! What is up, my friend? Gifting the sub to Darkest Nights, allowing him to no longer see the advertisements and use the emotes. Appreciate that, Tatum. Thank you. Thank you for always hooking up friends in the community. Tatum was working on a custom, calling it his fan art series, I think, and was doing a little etch-a-sketch for Chevy last night. So, Tatum, when you're going to be finishing up with that? You going to be working on it soon, or are you going to be waiting a little bit and figuring some things out first? Some thick glue right there. That's real thick glue right there. This was a lot of pieces I just glued together. Let's hope that the glue at the very beginning is not too set up And let's let's tighten all of these. Slowly, slowly. Maybe let's put these on the back. These were not all cut to the same length, that's for dang sure. Straight-ish. Straight-ish. Ah! Don't panic. Don't panic, it's gonna be okay. Nobody even think about panicking out there. Alright? Don't you even think those words. They are not straight. Why do they keep coming out of square? We're gonna have to go back and review some watch time stats. It's the test. It's not really a test. You guys are always welcome to watch and leave as much as you like. Always take care of yourselves first. Alright, I think it's going to be pretty flat, which is good. We'll still put on the calls and stuff, but we didn't have too many warped boards in this case, so I think we're doing okay. Tatum has spent 20 days and 10 hours watching. 20 days and 10 hours watching Tatum. That's pretty damn impressive, my friend. That is pretty damn good. Appreciate that, Tatum. Momo, 29 days. Momo. 29 days. Dang. Following for 2 years and 7 days. Officially over 2 years, Momo. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Where does the time go? Blue and mouse are the numbers too? Would it be easier to square one side? Probably. Probably is what I should have done, but I don't think I need like the exact thickness. So even if I lose 1 or 2 inches off this, it's not the end of the world. It'll be okay. Even if I lose a little bit. So if I really needed an accurate glue up, yeah, it's definitely what I should do. Put this last one here. And nobody take notes as this is what you're supposed to do. It's definitely not what you're supposed to do, but oh, just doing my best, you know? That's all we can do. If you've watched for 29 days, then you know. You already know. Ah, come on. Go together. Been sub 2 years. Guess I like your stream. Thanks, Momo. Thanks. You guys are always so generous to spend your time and money and all that stuff here. I really do. It means a lot. I mean, like, what would the last 2 years be without streaming, without this community, without all the good times that we've had? Right? We've been through COVID. We've been through all of these crazy times together. When things don't line up perfectly, get out the mallet. Not really working that well. But I don't think we'll lose too much thickness, you know? I think we're better off than we were before on the last one. That one's got a little bit of a of a lip right there, but at this point, I don't think there's anything I can do. So we'll just hope for the best. All right. Clamps. Start the glue up over. Ah. All right, we're done. I'm out of breath. That was tiring. Damn. I don't know. Those big Rockler panel clamps sure would be nice, but I just wish they weren't so expensive. Did you add Mayor to your Amazon wish list yet? No, I didn't, Momo. And you know what? I did something that I didn't. Oh, I had to. I was eating a sandwich today, and I had no other condiments. Or I mean, I'm not gonna put mustard on a sandwich. That's just not me. So I did put Miracle Whip on my sandwich today, on my turkey and cheese sandwich. And I'll honestly say it wasn't terrible. It wasn't good. It wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. So I think we're just going to push through and yeet. I think we're just going to push through and use the rest of the bottle. And it'll be okay. But no, I did not put mayo on the Amazon wish list yet. It's just not the same though. I still prefer mayo. I'm still gonna be team mayo. Nobody worry. But yeah, it wasn't. I was expecting worse. I guess I'll say that. What's up, Wolf? Not Miracle Whip. Just had a dust drop. Oh, did it? Oh, I see it. I see it right here. I don't know why it just randomly like burps up dust. I mean, you can kind of see. Oh, this is what's going on up here, and we've got a blast gate right here, but it's maybe got a little gap over there, and it does. It's kind of like you can see the table saw is connected over here. And then it goes up this PVC pipe. But this little leg right here does like to capture dust. So coming from the table saw, I think it gets kind of trapped right here. And so sometimes I'll find like a pretty big glob of dust right there. So I actually cleaned it out just before stream today. So all that must have just come from using the table saw. Sitting here watching glue dry, that's it. That's going to be the rest of the stream, so just sit back, relax. No, what this is actually going to be, so tomorrow we're going to cut this up into pieces, but if you didn't see what this is going to be for, they are floating wine bottle holders, so camera 4. So they're just these little simple boards. Pretty much, they just got a hole in the top. The bottom is mitered to 45 degrees. And you can just stick the wine bottle in. And we did some experimentation last week, right? Try to find the best angle and stuff, but that's what these are going to be. So the reason that I really want them to be thick is the thicker the wood is, the larger area you have to balance on. So we're going to try to make these. I really like this design. Obviously, it doesn't take any hardware. Is watching glue dry better than watching paint dry? I don't know, Lost Traveling. That's going to be for you guys to let me know. You guys are the viewers. So just let me know. Maybe you need some experience. Maybe next time we need to watch some paint dry for a compare and contrast. But they're going to be similar to this one, right? So the bottle openers that we just made, a bunch of pieces of wood glued together. But you know, think about it. The bottle opener, we've got the magnets in the back. All that costs something. So we're gonna try to make some of these and keep them at a good price, and hopefully sell some of them at our upcoming markets that are gonna be at bars and stuff. So Miracle Whip is only good in a mayonnaise cake. What is mayonnaise cake? Mayonnaise cake? That's a thing? Sitting on the stool in the garage, watching the glue dry all day. Still in the garage, wasting time. That's it. Hanging out with puppies. Supposed to be sung like sitting on the dock of the bay song. If only you had some sort of device to hold the cutting blade and comfortably make passes across the wood. Well, we Junk, it's the warp that sometimes gets into them. So hydrate, okay, thank you. I mean, I jointed the edges, but I did not do any face jointing today. All right, if I miss something in chat, Blue's been following for 1 year, 11 months, and 18 hours. Blue, you're 1 month away from being for 2 years. Clamps. I was doing well until the streams moved. All right. But yeah, thanks for the first time chat. Lost Traveling, welcome in if this is your first time into the shop. We do a lot of things. Recently, we've been doing stuff on the table saw, and yeah, with the bottle openers, with some coasters that are kind of similar design. If you haven't seen the coasters, we just uploaded them to the website, and just simple hardwood coasters. The idea started, we were making some in-grain cutting boards, and I had a bunch of cutoffs. So in order to use those cutoffs, we just made some of these coasters with the excess pieces. And now we're kind of making it a thing with the bottle openers, and now the wine bottle holders too. Hey, sounds good. Spam this. No, the next time Miracle Whip is mentioned, no pineapple pizzas. No. Does it look like you're defying gravity? How the hell you prop that up? Blue, it's magic. I'm the only one who can make them though, so you gotta buy direct from me, and it's just magic. It's all strings and wires. That's what it is. But it is pretty wild to look at. Some people were intimidated by it, saying that they didn't want to use them because they were scared. But I think we kind of practice on the right height of the hole, and try to figure out the optimal dimensions to make it not too difficult. So, I mean, okay, you got to be a little careful with it. It's the initial setup, but once you get the spot right, it's good to go. Well, hi Vince, can I help you? Can I help you with something, buddy? Let's see. Oh, I think I know what he wants. Mouse, are you still here? I think I know what Vince wants. He wants the stick. He wants the stick toy. Ball, he probably wants ball too, but we teased him a little bit with the stick yesterday. Millie's like, oh, well, if we're getting treats, let's hurry this up because I don't want to lay here all day. Look at this dude. Look at this psycho dog. I have lurked a bit. Do not always type. That's perfectly fine, Lost Traveling. I do appreciate the lurk and just hanging out. Don't always gotta type, but yeah, thanks for saying hi today, or saying join in chat. So that face, Vince. Where's your ball? Go get your ball, please. Go get it. Go get your ball. Go get the ball. All right, there he goes. He's off. All right, now it's just Millie time. No, you're supposed to go inside and get your ball. Go get it. I'll give you a treat if you get your ball. Treat for a ball. Go get it. Go get it. Now he just wants treat. I don't actually have any more out here. We ate. You guys ate the whole bag of treats, and now I don't know where the rest are. Colleen gave us like 4 bags. Surely we didn't eat all 4 bags, right? I don't know what happened to the rest of them. We may have to go get some more from inside. Yeah. Offcuts make the best sellers. Honestly, a friend of mine made chessboards from the offcuts that ended up making loads of random bits. Awesome. Yeah, I think the random pattern and kind of the different mix-up of woods is kind of cool, right? So I've enjoyed the coasters. I've enjoyed making the little bottle openers back there. So All right. Do I need to go? Let me go get some more treats. Let me. You guys watch over the dogs. Make sure the dogs. You guys stay. Entertain chat for a second. I'm gonna go get some more. More of those things, but I don't want to say the word. Okay, chat. You guys watch the dogs for me. Y'all are in charge right now. Nope, they came inside. No, come on. Come on. Let's get some treats. Come on. No, y'all gotta face this way. You gotta show everybody your sad little puppy faces. And that way they know. They know that they gotta help you get these treats. Blue wants you guys to get these treats, but does anybody else want to see these poor little puppy dogs get their treats? We got some new ones. You got the bee treats. Gotta stay on brand. Just give them the treats, Blue. But Blue, it's not up to me. It's up to chat. And it's up to everybody here to try to help these poor little puppies. Look, I don't even have to say anything. They just know. They just know that until chat helps them get these treats by saying the magic word, then that's when they can take them. See? They're being so good. Blue and Mouse are going to carry the team. All right, chat. You guys owe Blue and Mouse. Okay. All right. Those are good pups. Well, guys, to be honest, that was kind of all I had planned for the woodworking section of this stream. We kind of jumped through it pretty quick as far as putting the bottle openers together and doing the glue up. I was expecting that to take a little bit longer. I do want to hang out and maybe let's get the glue off of this real quick. But maybe we're going to go play a little Overwatch, and that's not something that I have I played one game. Okay, and I lied. I played 2 games earlier today. And so maybe we're just going to go inside and do that for a little bit. Go chill. Maybe eventually open up a little cold beer, you know? Cuz what's hanging out with chat playing games without a little cold beer, you know? So maybe we'll go do that for a little bit. You in, Blue? You in for a little gaming? I can't promise that I'm going to be good, and it's probably going to be the opposite. Because I used to play this game way back in the day. But this is a new one. They have a lot of the same characters, but they also introduce some new ones. And I don't really know 100% what I'm doing, but we'll figure it out. It'll be fine. Yeah, it's been a long time, Blue. I played Chivalry, which was the night game. I don't know if y'all remember that, but I probably played that 2 or 3 streams. And then I played Fall Guys a little bit. I mean, we used to do like the late night games, right? Where we would play with 20 and Lettuce and Momo and them. But it's been a while for that too. Might do a little late night Red Dead. Nice. I have never played Red Dead. My brothers used to play it, but I don't play too many like one-player story games. Just aren't my type of games. I can respect people who play them. They're just not really for me. Not so mean for the puppies. They gotta earn their treats. Alright. So, all the group glue is scraped. I would like to scrape the bottom side too, but I don't really want to take it out of the clamps yet, so. Yeah, I prefer multiplayer games, Blue. Even if it's not with friends. Just playing multiplayer, you know, with other people. Oh, you play online, Darkest Nights? Okay. I don't actually know what Red Dead Online is, so maybe you're amongst a lot of people in doing missions and stuff, or maybe playing team deathmatch or something. But let's go do that for a little bit. We'll see. I know it's maybe not everybody's preference on what kind of content you want to watch, and that's perfectly fine. I'm sure there's other people out there doing woodwork. I know Owen was on earlier and stuff like that. But let's go give games a shot here, and we're going to play a little Overwatch. I'm gonna change up my category, and yeah, let's play a little Overwatch. So first play. So we're gonna go to a quick be right back screen, and the 2-year review video. If you guys didn't see, if you weren't here for the 2-year review video, that's gonna come up for a little bit. So if you haven't seen it, take a chance to maybe watch that, and we'll be right back. Probably 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, I just gotta go get set up inside. So let's go do that, and I will catch you on the other side. All right. Sounded sadder than it is. All right, here we go. Let's see some hips. Hips and a little screaming. That's all I need to have the confidence here. Let's go. Send it. Thanks, Mitchell. I'm going to need these good vibes here. No. Not, that is not. God dang it, battle.
Just tapping. And as you can
Just
probably
tapping.
hear, I'm tapping very firmly.
Oh, firm.
This is where you take out your frustrations and
Let's go. Let's take
hostilities.
out some frustrations. Take out some frustrations.
This is better than arguing with your spouse or puzzle if you like,
It
but
is.
you always lose anyway.
It is, Bobby. You're right. You're right.
This is where you can really,
Just
really
beat the
take
shit out of it,
your
hump off.
hostilities. There.
Really give it to him, huh?
Very lightly.
I gotta make some more. Now it's not gonna be the same color. What do I do?
Okay, let's go up in here.
Oh,
Maybe in our
shit.
world back in here lives some
Hold on, Bob. Fucking up. I done fucked up, Bob. I done fucked up. A little bit of that crimson there. Right. Oh, a little sap green, of course. Brush is a little short. I haven't practiced with this brush yet. We're just gonna take it here and we're just gonna beat the devil out of it. Just like, God. Look at that. Brush there. Beat the devil out of it one more time. Just like that. Just like that. Little Peapod the squirrel here in my pocket, making a little happy appearance here. There's Peapod there, just hanging out, made by the Wicked Walnut. So like, if you missed it, the order of operations, we did the background colors. So like there was yellow in the middle. You can see the 2 pinks kind of on the outside. Then it goes to purple, blue, and then some black in the corners. And then I did the mountains. So like the mountain was like the first time, and especially I was using the scraper, right? So I was using the scraper and pulling those mountains down, and like I was not getting mountains at the beginning. How much they are going for, but I buy the breast. I buy the breast brush. I buy the best brush available. And sometimes, whether it's me who raids into somebody new, or if I get taken into somebody new by somebody else who raids. These are really high quality brushes here that I'm using. How well that's interesting. Well, we'll just do it like this. We don't need a handle. We'll just use the brush. We'll be the handle. What are these marks on my drawers? What are these skid marks on my drawers? We've got the new OBS bot, so I can run around the shop. Running around the shop is safe, right? What do you mean, Sai? What do you mean? Does this help? Does this help, Sai? I don't know. I am addicted to turning bowls. My name is Boyd, And I'm a bowl addict. And that is so satisfying seeing these curls come off. All right, I'm back. Let me just let me get some things set up real quick. I'm launching the game, getting things going. What's up, Blue? Blue is in for the game night. Let's go.